Hi, this is Jade. You're in the test kitchen. Don't mind the sound in the background. There's something being needed in the stand mixer, and it might need repair. Today I want to talk about cooking medium. So a lot of people use coated pans. We don't, for the simple fact that that coating can have chemicals in it that can be really dangerous once released into food. Initially, not a problem. If yours has no scratches or gouges, awesome. But once they have those scratches and gouges, there's no undoing that. And that's where you get some of those chemicals in your food. I also grew up with cast iron. That was what we had in our house, other than soup pots and things like that. And so that's what I'm used to cooking on. This particular one was a birthday gift. It is the lovely Dolly Parton special edition Lodge, which I got last year for my birthday. Dolly, if you're watching, we love you. You're an inspiration. But that's what we use. So I've been seasoning this one for about a year. I have another one that's about 14 years that it's been seasoned. We also have a 15-inch, big guy, and then we have a 10-inch that we use maybe for just eggs or something like that in the morning. Cast iron can be a little intimidating for folks. It does conduct heat differently than coated pans or pans that might have specially designed bottoms that are conducting heat. There are pans that are specifically designed for things like induction or whatever. I've used cast iron on every cooking surface known to man. Open fire, gas stove, induction, electric coil, whatever the case may be. So it is something that can be used on any cooking surface. It is also something though that can be a little challenging. So a couple pointers. Make sure that you scrub it down, grease it, and put it in the oven at 300 degrees for at least a half an hour once a month or so. And when you first get it, that's a good way to start the seasoning process. And also never, ever, ever wash with soap. Very, very, very important, because cast iron takes in whatever you're cooking in it. That doesn't necessarily mean bacteria. It is a ferrous metal, so it is antimicrobial. And it also is, you get a little bit of trace iron in your food, which you're supposed to have. I was once upon a time in one of my past lives a metal worker, so I'm very familiar with the properties of ferrous metal versus non-ferrous, and this is a great cooking medium. But like I said, it is very heat conductive. Another great point with it though is if I sear something on here, get a really nice crispy sear on it, but I want it to stop and I want to finish cooking on the inside, I can take this whole pan and throw it in the oven. That is something I use pretty frequently, so that's a huge, huge, huge help. I highly recommend it as a cooking medium, but it is something that you want to work into. And you will probably burn some things initially. I did. It's okay. It happens. But I wanted to say a few words about cast iron because it is an awesome, awesome cooking medium.